Hey there, it's Enderverse. Today we're back again showcasing 20 mods for the latest releases of the game, ranging from 1.21 all the way to 1.21.3. A quick heads up before we start, 2 texture packs will be included. Believe me, once you see those, you will forgive me for including them in a mods video. Hopefully. Now let's dive into the video. First up we have Frights and Foliage. This mod splashes the game with a mixture of both darkness and light. On one hand, there is the lovely autumn forest. On the other hand, there is the dim and scary violet bramble. Furthermore, there are structures on either biomes. Here I'm illustrating a cozy cabin by the beach, most likely to spawn within or closer to an autumn forest. There's a lot more content to unpack. Either you want to go explore the comforting autumn woods, or take on the challenge and travel between this dark forest. Just bear in mind that there are 2 hostile mobs here. I haven't shown them, but they do exist. Dungeons and Taverns Ocean Monuments comes next. This is a mod that will eradicate the vanilla monuments, replacing them with a giant structure. This place is so big that it has 8 monuments connected with each other through glass tubes, each one of them roughly the size of a vanilla variant. The guardians here, unlike vanilla, don't spawn naturally. They instead emerge from a spawner, which is worse. As mentioned earlier, this new structure holds 8 different monuments. Each will spawn different types of mobs and can have varying rewards too. This mod is impressive, and I don't mind it replacing the vanilla variant, as this is a much more engaging and difficult adventure. Angel Islands is a mod that will generate floating islands on your world. The surface on each island is big enough for you to build an outpost, maybe travel here from time to time. The islands are biome based too, so expect your Angel Island to be different, maybe a dark forest island, a desert island, or a snowy island. Damn, you'd be lucky if you find those. Fall Play is perhaps one of the best bird mods I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not exaggerating. The birds here have an incredibly advanced AI. Apart from their obvious reaction to the presence of a player nearby, the birds here fly through trees and many other obstacles smoothly, steering side to side and having different animations for when they maneuver through blocks. The sound design is also admirable, not too loud or repetitive, and thus very immersive. This is a wonderful animal mod, and is definitely worth a shot. What you have just seen is a mod called Ambiance. I have recently showcased a mod called Subtle Effects. It provided vanilla-like particles to many things in the game, and I felt immense joy discovering it. Ambiance is yet another mod of the same genre, offering a similar style of particles to many different things in Minecraft. I know what you're thinking, and no, currently running both mods together results in the Subtle Effects mod taking over, leaving the Ambience mod non-functional. But I sure hope that at some point in the future we could get the 2 mods working together. That'd be immense. Next up we have Fogulous, a texture pack that adds custom fog to Minecraft. I have tried many fog mods in the past, and the visuals here are comparable, if not better than anything I've seen before. This pack, along with another I'll mention later in the video, were like a 1-2 punch to me. The perfect addition to enjoy a terrific visual experience, all the while being shaderless. The mod is also compatible with Cliff Ender Tree. And yes, I forgot to showcase that, so don't be lazy like me and install it alongside it. See the special cave fog within that combination. Wither and Tornadoes Classic, although it may sound like it, is not actually a part of the famous Wither, Storms and Tornadoes mod. It is an independent project. Features here are made from ground zero. Included with the mod are the most expected features, tornadoes, and different ones in fact. There is a normal one, the disastrous event that demolishes towns and slaughters people, along with aquatic variants, those are called water spouts. It accumulates ocean water, dragging to it any nearby sailors. The mod also features new things that distinguish it from said Wither 2 mod. You could stumble across hostile types of fish, particularly amid a water spout event, along with downpours that leave puddles behind. I like both, the Wither 2 mod and this mod, but if you want to cultivate a more vanilla friendly environment, the latter is preferable. Now to the second and final texture pack on this list, McAlive. This pack is one of a kind. Truly, you search Modern from start to finish and you won't come up with a single texture pack like it. Except of course for the upcoming MC+ resource pack, though both textures have unique identities. Enough yapping now. The pack, in case you haven't noticed, animate the leaves in Minecraft, giving them a looping waving effect. You could add an additional add-on to animate the grass too, since it's not included with the base pack. And you could also add in the Leafy Leaves add-on, which will make the leaves leafier. The mod is even compatible with colored leaves on mods such as Tilde. And shader compatibility is a thing too. Just disable the waving textures altogether and the results will surpass your wildest imagination. This pack has carved its spot on my mod pack permanently, and I'm so glad that we'll start to see some movement in the texture packs community. All of you are familiar with Supplementaries, so forgive me for including it here. But hear me out, after more than a year, we finally have gotten a 1.21 version. How terrific is that? You get to add the most profound VanillaPLUS mod on your 1.21 mod pack. If you are not familiar with Supplementaries, in which case I may ask what kind of rock you have been living under, Supplementaries splashes Minecraft with tens, perhaps hundreds of micro features, constantly trying to improve and sometimes alter the vanilla mechanics. However the mod did it, it always ended up being better than before. Dual Swords is a special combat mod on the list. As you can see, there is this new enchantment called Parry. Apply it to a sword and hold it with your offhand. It should then parry and counterattack any enemy. The parrying sword can deflect arrows even, adding more spice and technique to the vanilla fights. Within the mod are numerous other enchantments. Another one, and I really like this one, it's called Lunge. It adds the Riptide enchantment only for swords. Whenever you press the right click button with your sword, you get launched forward as you release that button, damaging any mobs that happen to be in front of you. This is a very underrated mod. For over a year now, the mod hasn't surpassed 15,000 downloads, which is unfair. If you were excited by this showcase, be sure to give the mod a try. In almost each and every video in my channel, I use a mod called NeoForge. I've been receiving countless comments though, asking if it's compatible with Fabric. Earlier this month, I was surprised to learn that not only is the mod working with Fabric now, but also for the latest releases of the game. NeoForge, as you may have guessed, doesn't impact the game mechanics in any way. It's simply an aesthetic mod adding certain animations. However, for photographers, people who enjoy making artistic pictures or footages, NeoForge is an essential mod to have around. It's even compatible with multiplayer gameplay, meaning you could have fun and cozy moments sitting alongside your buddies. The mod offers many variations for the setting, even variations that are triggered through special occasions like warming up by a campfire, so it's definitely a one-of-a-kind mod. OpenItemPuller is a bit self-explanatory, allowing you to open a menu which you could use to pull items nearby. Looking at it, it's definitely self-explanatory. The mod is of much use for those that have large warehouses storing thousands of items in different containers. This mod will help you search the item by name and even type the exact amount you need, lest you are following a redstone or building tutorial. The Afterdark also happens to hint its content through its name. Going to an ancient city, you may come across this altar. With a special item you could activate the altar, upon which you'll be sent to a new dimension called the Afterdark. I haven't done a deep dive into the mod, so my showcasing was mostly for aesthetic and cinematic purposes, showing the terrific visuals of the Afterdark, with shaders of course. The Afterdark itself isn't anything you would want to prepare for, as it is a land of mystery and exploration. No new structures, no new mobs, or any special items whatsoever, except of course for the teleport catalyst, the tool that ignites the altar. This dimension could be used to harvest the many raw materials it naturally contains. Survival challenges may also be fun here. Tide is a mod changing the fishing mechanics in Minecraft, adding an indicator for casting the fishing line and a small minigame to catching the fish itself. Though, bear in mind, it won't be that easy. After having pulled your first fish, flip through the pages of your journal, see what type of fish it is. its natural biome and its preferred condition. You could also customize the fishing rod, making it lava-proof. And yes, flaming fish can be caught consequently. Those you don't need to cook. This is yet again a very underrated mod, one you should use if you are a fisherman type of player. Tom's Mobs is also a mod adding new animals, only this one is more diversified, adding aquatic creatures like the manta rays and the yellowfin tuna. Furthermore, there are dangerous reptiles like the snakes. Those will chase you through the desert. And butterflies that circle flowers, adding a vibrant touch to the woods in Minecraft. Although I love the mod, I have to point out the obvious lack of good textures and animations. The concept of the mod is great and also rare, but the implementation could use some remastering. This mod does what we all wanted to do at some point: scoop up villagers with a bucket. The burden this mod has lifted is immense. Now you could easily transport chains of villagers through thousands of blocks. Without the mod, you'd have to make an entire railway system, costing truckloads of iron and gold, not to mention the agony of building it. So for the sake of your own sanity, install this mod. Timber Physics is a data pack that will change the game mechanics a bit, making lumbering a lot easier, as the tree will collapse into piles of logs and leaves right after you cut the bottom part of it. This mod could also enhance the realism of Minecraft, though it leans more towards the chill style of playing. So if you are running a VanillaPLUS mod pack, this may be a considerable option.
As it'll be for them. Mr. Fusar has a lot.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best RPG games I've ever played in my entire life. So naturally, I had to include the Deadeye Mod to this list. With the help of a content pack made precisely for the point blank mod, you could simulate the shooting experience from said Red Dead Redemption 2. Each time you press the caps lock, time will freeze, and you will get to mark and shoot several enemies at once. Normally I should be able to mark enemies through clicking X on my keyboard, but had not been able to mark any mobs sadly. This could be a bug since the mod is still in its beta stages. The Deadeye mechanism works with vanilla weapons too, so you could add it to your game without having to install the point blank mod. This mod came along with a special and smart idea. It coded an AI that could sense which item you will craft, upon which the mod will list the items and give you the option to either craft it or keep going if it's not your intended item. This mechanism is even applicable to other mods, so try out CraftSense on your mod pack. It will make your gameplay a little easier. This mod will make rowing a little harder, actually near impossible from a first-person perspective, so a third-person mod will be essential here. This mod will work best for hardcore survival mod packs, serving one purpose and one purpose only, which is making the game as close to real life as possible. There's also a small extra benefit within the mod, being able to look at your pet while rowing. Thanks for watching. Next month will be the last video of this series. After that, we'll see what the new year unfolds for us. Thanks for sticking around the modding community and my channel too. I'll see ya in the next one, my friend.